something really weird is going on, and it's very hard for me to describe it. Because for so many years, everybody always seemed to be older than me. If I went to a shop as a kid and I bought something, people were older than me. When anybody drove me somewhere, people were older than me. And wherever I went, I always had the feeling that those people that built this house, they are older than me. And that kind of gave me some safety. And now I've just had this realization that, wait a minute, those people building that house, they're in fact younger. Or when I go to a shop and buy something, more often than not, the person selling me something will be younger than me. And I'm a terrible judge of age. But as far as I can tell, right now, in many cases, that's the case. And that thought just hit me maybe this week or maybe last week. And I realized, what does that mean for me that now I am the older one? Because this somehow shines the light on me, and I feel like we are responsible for what's happening right now. And when I say what's happening right now, there are so many things happening right now in this world, on this planet, that need attention, that need people. And in the past, it was always easy for me to sit back, relax, because I knew I'm the younger one. Let the others take care of that. And I just had this thought just a few days ago when the news broke about Sam Altman being thrown out as CEO of OpenAI, which was a huge news story. And of course, with everything that's happening right now, it was one of the many things that happened. But in general, everything that's happening around artificial intelligence at the moment is extremely big. And there's so much ethics, so much moral, and so much responsibility involved, where I think we cannot point to others, because I'm 35 years old. It seems kind of wrong for me to say that, because I still, when I look into the mirror, I still see the 12, 13-year-old boy who is under the impression that it's the others. It's the others who have the responsibility, and I'm just a kid who's playing around. And so I don't know really what this means for me, because this feeling somehow feels so new. It feels so weird, because now I have a responsibility. And to me, that poses a question, not just for myself, but also for you. Depending on how old you are, what does that mean? Who needs to take initiative and do what? Because in the end, it's all of our responsibility. And I don't know if you can connect to that feeling, the feeling of, suddenly, I'm not the younger one anymore. I'm older. And I don't know if I can get used to that, because I like to think of myself as somebody who still likes to play, and I don't want to get rid of that feeling, and I don't want to get rid of that spirit, because the work I do and the way that I do my work heavily depends on that playfulness. And here in my studio, probably in a few weeks' time, my studio will grow, so I will even have more opportunities to play here. But at the same time, I do have the responsibility that this whole thing somehow makes money, because I have a responsibility for others than just myself. But my biggest fear is that doing so, I will somehow use I will somehow lose that natural playfulness, that way of approaching things playfully and in a more experimentative manner. And I hope that with what I do, I can maintain this playfulness, because with everything that's happening right now, we cannot approach all these things with the ways that we've done it in the last couple of years, because we all know where this kind of led us. And I don't know if you feel like there's a connection to what you're feeling right now, but I feel like for myself, I needed to sit down and actually say these things, because on the wider level, I feel like many people who are my age or older are in fact not talking about these things and this perspective. And that's why I needed to get it off my chest.